It appears now we have a date for the end of the MLS season, December the 6th. Presumably, is the MLS Cup Final, and December the 6th. It looks like is a Saturday. In the amount of time from Messi's birthday to December the 6th is 165 days. In Gematria, it's Lionel Messi. In reverse, that's 165 in reverse Gematria. Lionel Messi's going to win the MLS Cup 165 days after his birthday, as it connects to the World Cup Final on July the 19th. There is 165 days left remaining in the year. The World Cup repeat is on. The Ballon d'Or is on, as previously discussed before. What about the beginning of the MLS playoffs on October the 22nd, the 22nd day? Messi won the 22nd World Cup in 2022. 120 days. I think it's Inter Miami. That's 120. Inter Miami FC is 120. So their club de football, I should say. So 120 days from Messi's birthday is the beginning of the MLS playoffs. So there we are starting to see some very interesting developments. Well, I mean, Messi signed his Inter Miami contract on July the 15th of 2023. As I've already mentioned, he's going to win the World Cup 3 years and 4 days after July the 15th. Just over 27 months later, Miami's going to win the MLS Cup. So this was already planned to win the MLS. And in just over 2 years and 3 months later, Messi is the king of football in America. Notice how football in English is 83, and it's 830 days after the signing of his Inter Miami contract is when he's going to win the MLS Cup. Messi's first trophy, August 19. Okay, August 19. What do we get? Messi's first trophy to the day that he wins the MLS Cup Final, December the 6th of 2025. Oh yeah, it's roughly 28. And notice exactly under 20 weeks after Messi's first Inter Miami contract, 120 weeks exact after Messi's first trophy with Inter Miami, he's going to win the MLS Cup. So you have to connect Inter Miami 27 months later. These are the big things that we have to keep note of. What about, Inter Miami winning the supporter shield? They won the supporter shield. What day did they win the supporter shield? By beating the Columbus Crew. That was when they won the MLS Community Shield for the best regular season point total. Sometimes I have to. October 2nd was it? I gotta write this 3 to 2. October 2nd, the amount of time from winning the best regular season record but losing in the playoffs to Atlanta to the time that Inter Miami lift the MLS Cup. We get over 61 weeks later, Messi is the greatest. Greatest in Spanish is 61. Just over 61 weeks later, Inter Miami are going to win the MLS Cup. When you think about 1 year, 2 months, and 4 days from the time that Inter Miami had the best regular season record, but then they win the actual playoffs just over a year later. 1-2-4 is the World Cup final at New Jersey. And notice how the 4 under 30 days has a 4 under 30 sequence. The 14 months and 14 days. Well, Messi's knockout record in the World Cup is 9-4. His knockout record in the World Cup is going to be 14-4 when he wins the World Cup. You just think about the World Cup final at the region known as the Meadowlands. The Meadowlands is 144. If we see the Messi four-peat in major competitions, Copa America in the World Cup, this is what we refer to. And again, don't be surprised if we see Messi and Ronaldo in the World Cup final. What about the signing of Rodrigo de Paul to the time that Inter Miami win and lift the MLS title? July 25th, he joins Inter Miami this year. How much time till he wins the MLS Cup this year? I think we must type in Rodrigo de Paul. Maybe it's his first game. Maybe it's his first goal on August the 6th. He scored his first goal on August the 6th in Rodrigo's Camacho of 86. August the 6th, he scored his first goal with Inter Miami. Maybe it's his first goal to the day that he wins the trophy. They could hypothetically win 2 trophies if Messi is fit enough to win the MLS. The League's Cup, I should say. Exactly 4 months later, and they won 4 major trophies with Argentina. Take a look at the gematria of this. MLS Cup Final is 45. Miami are going to be involved in one. There's too much money with the Apple TV deal. MLS Cup Final is 126. Notice how it's December the 6th, the 12th month, and the 6th day. On the 12th month and the 6th day, it's got to be the gematria of Miami that's going to be in this final. The 171 days, the 171 in reverse. What was discussed before with the 171? What was the key talking point there with the 171? I think I've seen it at the beginning of the video. Okay, so it wasn't this, it was something else. Maybe it was the birthday. Maybe not the birthday. It was a 171 week duration. I've seen 171 there. I've seen 171. I'm talking, what about the elimination? Let me just leave a note at the end of the video. They play PSG June 29. Any relation to winning the MLS? Messi 5'7". Inter Miami's 57. Inter Miami's 57. They lose in the Club World Cup, but they win the MLS Cup Final 5 months and 7 days later.